Hey, great Wednesday morning. It is a beautiful morning in the city of Brownsville, Texas. And let me say, it's cold as a Dickens. It is a cold day in the city of Brownsville. And let me say, folks, again, um, I'm just the messenger. And I say that I'm just the messenger because I got put up a post this morning in regards to waiting to hear something from BISD, and I knew that with that post, we were going to get a lot of the individuals that go out there and go, "Well, when I was a child back in 1923, we used to walk 5 miles to school in the snow and the hurricane too, both ways, sleet, fire, and brimstone. We didn't do grit, no air conditioning, seats were cold. That nun used to hit our hands with a damn ruler. We still went to school." Oh, Roman is such a push. But Roman, you're a wuss. Let me say that, look, guys, at the end of the day, I don't have kids. I'm not driving to school. But I'm being asked all night, multiple times a night, early morning, are there any updates in regards to what's going to happen with school? And let me say, folks, that's a fair question. You know, it's a fair question. And the opposite of it is individuals are out there going like, well, if there's no updates, it means just go send your kids to school. And that's fair. Except that we as a community, and this is one of the one of the discussions I was having with Mr. Villarreal, Tino Villarreal yesterday. We as a community, guys, have been made to believe we don't deserve anything here. We don't deserve answers. We don't deserve dialogue or conversation. And that's just not how government works. And what I'm getting at is, guys, we have an administration at BISD that is mega top heavy. Hasn't been addressed yet. Mega top heavy. We got a superintendent, two deputy superintendents. We got all these AAs up there in the glass palace, guys. Mega top heavy. Instead of increasing the communication between administration and the individuals that they serve, they've shortened it. They've lessened it. And I'm not talking about the board. I'm talking about administration, guys. The board has let them do it. That's a different story. But administration, guys, with all the individuals that it has at the upper level, should be a little bit more communicative. They should be out there sharing more instead of sharing less. Good morning, a royal mama, and congratulations again for getting yet another award for Amor y Pasión, I think it was. They should be more communicative. And one of the things that we have noticed as a community, and this is one of the reasons why I wanted Roman to come on, but he's a wuss. One of the things that has happened in the community, Ramen, is that they have censored your ability as a consumer of their product, they've lessened your opportunity to speak out against BISD because you can't comment on their posts. O sea que they have more individuals up there, guys, in order to be able to have more communication with you all. And look, and that's one of the reasons why the superintendent wanted to have all these deputy superintendents and all these AAs, guys, so that there could be a wealth of information that is being shared with individuals out there for a district our size. It seems that every year we're getting less and less students, whereas this top heavy administration should be having more communication with the people that they serve, this community. And you would think that it would be a good move in regards to business. You know, maybe if BISD were a little bit more on the let's dialogue with the people of Brownsville, maybe less people would be heading off to Idea, Harmony, Jubilee, uh, that medical school, South Texas, maybe Los Fresnos. Because what's happened, guys, is the attention to client, the attention to detail has lessened instead of increased when the budget for top administration is skyrocket. That's not what you expect. You expect that with more funds being placed in administration, you'd expect for there to be a wealth of information being shared upon a community. So yeah, I get it's easy to go on, send them to school. Just send your workers to school. Yeah. But what happens is you all folks, y'all give them a pass. Y'all go like, here's a pass. Rui. No sé, no sé ni cómo contestar este teléfono. Quita este thing. So y'all give them a pass. And you should not give them a pass. Ask questions. Demand more from elected officials. Demand more from public servants or individuals that are getting paid to serve you, the people. And look, this is one of the arguments that we constantly get in regards to, well, y'all hate police officers. No one hates police officers, guys. I mean, I don't. I love what they do to our community. You know, I hate that there's a couple of police officers out there that think that, you know, that they're either they think that they're very, very hot or they think that they don't have to say hi to the community. And that's unfortunate. But yeah, you cannot judge the whole by a couple of folk. Because I love our Brownsville Police Department, most of them, but there's some a-holes out there. You know, y caminan así con las nalgas así salteadas como que en la panzota. ¡Hey, marrano! ¡Hey! Está loco. ¿Qué estás haciendo, Chema? Es un chiflado ese niño. Mira, mira. My God. Let me tell you, the best thing that I ever did, the greatest thing I ever did here at the office was get office cats. It's amazing. They keep you so entertained. Está loco ese niño. Me está viendo la cabeza. Ven para acá. Chema, ven para acá. Nada más para que te vea todo el público, marranote. Look at this. Oh my God, it's so heavy. Look at this animal. Es un marrano. Mira la panzota. Look at that. Está tan grande como mi cabeza. Ay, morro, me acabo de rasguñar. Me acabo de rasguñar, marrano. Pero one of the greatest things that I did was get office cats because they are funny. Emma, ven para acá, para que te vea el público. Esta es Emma. Mira, está igual de marrana. Y destruyen todo la mueblería. Emma, ¿estás contenta? Es todo lo que me importa en la vida, que estén contentos. Está bien marrana. Pero el otro está más marrano que esta gorda. I love my cats. But the greatest thing I could have ever done was get cats at the office. It's just funny. But and anyone that has their own business, guys, get a cat. You know, dogs, unfortunately, they're too needy, and you can't have dogs because you have to give them that damn attention. Cats, esto es más, ahí está tragando el marrano. As long as you give them food, they're okay. Sigues tragando, marranito. I love them. Good morning. Good morning. This is actually, it's kind of it's one of these Mexican designer things. Let me tell you, I don't know if y'all have seen the pictures though that I posted online. I love this. It's cotton. It's amazing. And I wore it because I definitely wanted to show it off.
Good morning.
Good morning, Captain Bob. Are you driving and doing a live video at the same time?
Well, I got the camera set up over here by the radio, so I think we're pretty good. But I'm trying to get to Captain Bob's. I just left El Torito.
Did you get your cup?
I got my cup.
I got
I'm all excited.
So I'm excited that I'll be watching Erasmo Castro Cup on CBS today.
I'm gonna put it there, and I'm gonna use the Torito cup, and I'm gonna let civic activist, Brownsville iconic Leti Garzoria use the Erasmo cup. That's gonna be interesting. What her reaction is, because I understand just from her rhetoric on Facebook, she's a Pat Almada fan.
Yeah, because
but I mean, it's okay. It's okay. It is what it is.
Yeah, I like Leti Garzoria. I like Pat Almada. They're you mentioned iconic. They're Brownsville dinosaurs, and
yes.
Dinosaurs should not be resurrected. Dinosaurs should be kept in museums, and look, more power to them. Their ideas are back in the 80s and 70s, and we need individuals that are in the now. That is why having these shows helps us all in regards to connecting to the younger crowd, the younger generation, or individuals that are a little bit younger than Captain Bob. Captain Bob is
right.
So
yeah, I put it on up there.
Yeah, yes, I had conversation with Michael Rodriguez, who came out with us on Monday, I think on Monday, and we're trying to reach out to that generation. They've got these different wacky ideas that for us may be kind of on the little wacky side because they're younger. They're youngins, but you have to listen to them, Captain Bob. You have to listen to all age groups out here to see what are their wants, their desires, their needs. What is their perspective in regards to what's going on in Brownsville, sir?
You know what, Erasmo? I'm gonna. Arturo Treviño sent me the organizational chart of the city of Brownsville, the official organizational chart. I'm sure you've seen it, and it I was so happy to see it because the citizens of Brownsville are on top of the organizational chart, and then the mayor and the city manager and the commissioners and the health department and the parks and recreation, everybody else is on the bottom of the organizational chart.
For the barrel.
So yeah, so I mean, it's the citizens of Brownsville that are on the top,
The way it should be.
and that's the way it should be. But I think some of the commissioners and mayors of the past and present, they were handed the organizational chart. They should have hung it up on the mirror where they brush their teeth so they could watch it every day and understand. They just didn't. That doesn't seem like they think that the citizens are on top.
They should tattoo it on their butt. Don't you think?
Well, yeah. Now, as I'm on this live cast, I'm going to get off the car and head into Captain Bob's. You don't mind if I keep moving around?
No, I like it when you move around. I like it when you shake it, but don't break it.
Well, I don't know how I'm going to do this because the car stayed on, or the video is. So I'm going to have to see what do I do. Boy, this is interesting.
I could take you off for a little bit and then bring you back when you're settled.
Okay, do that.
Erasmo, maybe do a dance reel to some great music to connect with your young folks. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I think I get video exposure like TikTok and other things like that from driving a scooter down the streets of Brownsville. And look, one of the things that I made mention to a lot of folks is that I get exposure suffice with a lot of our younger groups out here. And I think that's great, but that's me checking them out, which is great. I'm sorry, them checking me out, which is great. What I want is to know what their yearns are, what their concerns are. You know, where they think that we need to be as a city. And you listen to everyone, and you give input, and you try to apply what you can, if you can. Let's go to Andres. Stop destroying the furniture. No, I don't care. Good morning. If you win the mayoral race, what would be the major priorities for our city? Very simple. Uh, I stated this 12 years ago, and I've said it throughout these 12 years. The number one problem, the number one issue with the city of Brownsville is all these boards and committees that continue to funnel money away from the people of Brownsville, that limit the possibility of economical growth, that continue to grease the wheels of different individuals in order to minimize the impact that our taxes and the money that is coming into Brownsville actually assists Brownsville in growing and being where it needs to be. It's the number one issue. And look, a lot of individuals are going to go out there. And then one of the things, Andres, without pinpointing the problem, you're never going to get to it. It's como cuando when you're going out there and you're cutting weeds. If you cut the weed from the top, you still got a weed. And even if you cut the weed, puppy, from the ground, it's going to spurt back up because you haven't gone to the root of the problem. You've got to pull up a weed from the roots. And unfortunately for the city of Brownsville, we are so podridos in corruption that nothing is going to happen until you pull the root. Look, I'll give you an example. John Cowan is going out there and saying, "Oh, I'm going to give you back a PUB money. That's my number one priority." It's not going to happen, guys. They're going to give you pennies on the dollar. They've already stated that they're going to give you pennies on the dollar. That is not the issue. The problem isn't nipping the weed at the top. That's not the issue, guys. It does very little good to cut the weed from the top. Jennifer Jennifer Stanton has gone out there and posted that corruption isn't shouldn't be a business, shouldn't be a career choice. And unfortunately for us, yeah, she's 100% correct. And let me tell you, that's probably one of the most ballsy uh, campaign slogans that I've seen in a while. You know,
Erasmo, it's historical. I've never seen it before.
I never seen it before. Yeah.
Hi.
Oh, there she is.
Grab it.
I just got here to eat some hot seafood soup with no makeup on. I look like shit.
No, you look great.
Um,
Hey, no, let me say, Jennifer.
I
I
heard
just
my name. I'm like, hey, I want my hot seafood soup. They're not even open yet.
no, but I
What's
mentioned.
going on?
Hold on. I mentioned this right now. I said it. I didn't even know you were there because
No, I just showed up.
that's the type of individual I am.
It
I
is
don't.
cold. It is cold. We need some hot seafood soup. You better come up here.
Okay, let me finish. So what I stated, I don't know if you heard of it, but I was going to the different campaign slogans, and yours is the most ballsy in this race right now, and we're running against each other. But the most ballsy I've seen in a long, long time, because
Well, it's not a career.
exactly corruption is not should never be a career choice. And unfortunately for these individuals, because of Andres question, good morning. If you win the mayoral race, what would be the major priorities for our city? Since I have you here, I'll ask you, what are the major priorities for our city?
The major priorities are getting everything audited on PUB. There's only one audit going on how many different levels? There's, hey, the money went to the city of Brownsville. This much money allocated. This much money went to this. There's $30 million unaccounted for. There's new buildings that we see popped up. You know, after Tanaska, there's 2 new buildings over there. Where did they get the money for that? Was that accounted for?
No.
There's a lot of questions that everything needs to be audited. The ethics commission needs to come in and do something. And I also want these street lights fixed. I mean, that's my main
Good. And
concern.
again, and what I was sharing, I'm gonna, I've been very, very transparent in regards to what I feel that major priorities for our city are. And it's something that you're going to hear me go out there and say throughout the campaign and the forums that we have. The number one issue with the city of Brownsville, Stanton, are all these boards and committees that continue to funnel the money away from the people of Brownsville, that take our resources and put them in their pocket, which is what you're mentioning in regards to corruption. Because what happens, Jennifer, if I may,
Mhm.
what happens, Jennifer, is that a lot of times it's like John Cowan's going out there saying, "Oh well, I'm going to give you back your money." Well, f you. You took the money in the first place.
If you voted to take our money away from us, that's.
Yeah, and now you want to.
I want to know how everybody voted on the commission board.
Exactamente. And they all voted.
Every vote.
They all voted. Jessica Tetro, John Cowan, they all voted to increase our rates. All of them. So now they're saying, "Oh no. We want to give you back your money." Well, you shouldn't have taken it in the first place, because the number one issue with the city of Brownsville, Jennifer, it's always existed, is that all these boards and committees, they're full of all these corrupt individuals. The majority of the people on these board and committees are corrupt. They're individuals that have been bred in order to continue to siphon the resources away from the people of Brownsville and put them in the pocket of that corrupt political machine that exists.
Everybody has been bred to be corrupt. That's
Everyone.
I'm not bred like that.
So
I had a meeting with Jay Nagy last night, and I want to talk a little bit about that. I think for the people that are not corrupt, he's actually a good candidate for that. He didn't want to go on the show because, hey, of course, Robert's the campaign manager. But I talked to him and his wife. Treasurer. Oh, not manager. He's not a manager of anything.
Can't manage his own damn store.
He can't even manage his own life. What are you talking about?
Oh, that's true.
I got to give him a little bit of shit. But Jay Nagy and his wife, I sat there and talked to them for a couple hours yesterday, and he's a very nice guy, and he's actually got a good heart. And I think he would lead to some good change. He does work for SpaceX. He is an engineer for them, but I don't think Elon Musk is running his campaign. I think he's running his own campaign for himself. I don't think he has special interest groups behind him. I think he's an honest guy. I feel that he's an honest guy. So, I mean, that's my takeaway from it. He is going to do a show with Robert, I'm pretty sure, soon.
Oh, good. If I'm going to speak with him tomorrow, so if you have his contact, let him know. I'll have him on also. I mean, we could just talk.
I think you'll like him. I really do. Honestly.
I don't, I already like the guy. I mean, I don't have anything against him.
No.
One of the things that I mentioned, Jennifer, and look, I am, what you see is what you get. I've stated that I appreciate you being a candidate. I appreciate Jay being a candidate, because at least with you all, I know that y'all are not a part of the corrupt political machine.
Yeah. And we don't have, neither one of us has special interest behind us. Nobody's running our campaign. The donations I'm getting, what I'm going to do at the end of this process, the campaign donations I'm getting, what I don't use is going to go straight to the homeless shelter, straight to the animal shelter. That's it. I'm not going to use it for myself.
And the difference between us and them, which are John Cowan and Jessica Tertreau, is that they are a part of the corrupt political machine. They will get hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Why do you need money? Give that to them. At this point, it'd be better to run your campaign like the Joker, like I told Nagy yesterday, and get $1 bills and do this shit across Brownsville. That would be better for the people than to spend it on stupid things that don't matter.
But they're going to get hundreds of thousands. They're going to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on this campaign because they're desperate to get back to. Hey, stop it!
Who are you yelling?
That's my cat. He's huge. He's destroying everything because they're going to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars because they're desperately going to want to be back there. They're going to be back there, to continue to benefit their benefactors, not the people of Brownsville, and that's part of the issue. So I appreciate your campaign, but I'm going to get Carlos Casco's comment. I assume y'all are speaking of forensic audits. Yes, if there are no consequences of significance on the results of these forensic audits, which there's not going to be, it's a waste of money. And I agree with Carlos Cascos. It is a waste of money. Forensic audit is task specific, focus.
What else is a waste of money, Carlos? All the shit that they're putting into stuff that doesn't matter, like their pockets. That's a waste of money too.
What Carlos is referring to is
a forensic audit.
Yeah, we've got an audit that has already pinpointed and stated. Yeah, that has already pinpointed and stated. John Brusiak screwed us over. Tony Martinez lied and screwed us over. Management at PUB lied and screwed us over. And there have been zero consequences. There have been zero police reports. There have been zero investigations in regards to something actually being done. No one is being prosecuted. And they lied and they stole our money. Have you read the audit?
Not yet.
I can send it to you.
Send it to me, yeah.
Yeah. And Jay, if Jay's listening, send me your email. I'll send you the audit. It's mind-blowing. It is mind-blowing. But yeah, Jennifer, it'd be a good idea.
Well, I'm getting down to it, and I'm going, okay, so there's 11 companies that benefited the $30 million. Whose companies are they? Whose friends are they? There's 11 companies.
179 million.
Money from the Tanasca project. There's 11 companies. I want to see who the companies are.
179 million.
Okay. Well, I see 30 million that they said that they dedicated towards these special, towards these contractors. And I want to know who these people are, that these 11, I'm pretty sure it's 11 companies. I wrote it down yesterday while I was researching because I do that a lot.
Well, right now they say that they can account for $40 million. So
11 vendors got the money of $30 million. 11.3 went to the city of Brownsville. 73 went to bill reduction, which I have not seen personally. 30 million went to project costs. So yeah, that 30 million went to 11 different vendors, which I'm going to get into as soon as I start researching that.
Yeah,
29 is the Tanasca Equity Fund.
Yeah, that's a press release.
Yeah, that's a press release.
Well, but take into account
that's from the PUB, but that's also missing $30 million in the end of the calculations. But
exactly,
and that still doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. The press release came from PUB.
I saw that.
So
But regardless
they're
of the press
they're
release,
going to
why would you do a press release if you can't come up with the exact amount of money that you said in the first place?
they're going to spin it in a way that favors PUB. Let me say, 179 million. They're saying that they can account for 29 and 11 million, so 40 million dollars. 11 million that they sent to the city, and 29 million that they have in this little fund out there.
Yeah.
This is what really chaps my hide. Well, what happened to the other 135 million dollars? And everything went into the pockets of special interests, and that's what we need to focus on. Give us an accounting of all our money. Las lights,
Okay.
streets, the
Okay,
police.
but like you said earlier,
Let's go to the comments. Start bringing business to Brownsville. Those permits are killing us. Permits are definitely killing us.
yeah,
Boys and
small
kids,
businesses, yes.
they're all the same. Everyone, 100%. Good morning. Good morning. PUB is raging to suck out water fees. Yes, 100%. They're going up by 20. I think something. It's going to be up to $12 to $14.
I live right on the Mississauga.
Project case pockets, 100%. One, do a forensic audit, conduct a billing forensic audit on everything billed subsequent to when the project was found to be unsustainable. 250. Yes. And well, I think it was a little bit early, but yeah, let's use to 2015. By 2017, we knew it was a bust. 100% a bust. It's not going to happen. And this is despite the fact, and it's in the audit. This is despite the fact that they tried to go throughout all United States to get anybody else to buy into Tenaska. No one wanted to touch it. We spent millions of dollars in New York City trying to get individuals from New York City.
Was it based out of Georgia or Mississippi? I can't remember. Tenaska, where was that based out of?
I can't remember. It's somewhere up north, but it doesn't much matter. They went throughout the whole country trying to get someone to go to buy into it. Couldn't. We spent millions of dollars in New York City trying for New York to buy into it. Didn't happen. We spent some more millions of dollars going into Mexico trying to have someone in Mexico. I don't know who was the genius that thought that up. It couldn't happen. Tenaska is the problem, but it's something that I mentioned to Mr. Villarreal yesterday. The issue with Tenaska is we're talking about one project. This is one project, folks. How many projects other have they decimated our community with?
That's a good question.
And that's the issue. This is just one project. What about all the rest? Get them, and that's what I'm doing my best. So what happens, Jennifer, is the systematic problem with the city of Brownsville is the corrupt political machine, which is, again, why I was complimenting your slogan before I even knew you.
Why is nobody getting in trouble at the end of this? Why is that, okay, we caught you. Why are they not getting thrown in jail? Why are they not getting arrested? Why are they not getting sued? Why are they not getting any kind of reprimand? Why?
Because of the corrupt political machine that exists and protects them all.
We need to change. We need to change it. All of us need to change it.
Well, look, we've been going to the PUB meetings for, especially after the Tenaska thing. We demanded the outing of John Brusiak and Sandra Saenz. They refused to. They put him on a 2-month vacation. And they let him retire with a golden parachute. The only individual, Jennifer, the only individual in the city of Brownsville that has taken direct action against PUB and John Brusiak, you know who that is, right?
No.
Erasmo Castro.
Bobby? I was like, is it Bobby or you?
Erasmo Castro. I have filed a lawsuit with PUB and John Brusiak against them that is going to go to a jury trial.
Good.
And we're going to go out there and depose all these people. So screw you all. But the only individual, because John Cowan sits in a position of power, Jennifer. So does Jessica Tetreault.
Well, those positions aren't of power if you're not powerful. If you're not with the people, if you're not listening to people's voices, if you're sitting there thinking
what have they done?
That's not real power.
What have they done? What have they done to defend?
Exactly. That's not real power, is it? If you're sitting up here on a pedestal and you're not helping the people, you're not powerful.
Why are they seeking to be mayor if they haven't helped in the position that they are in right now? So screw them. They should not be mayor, Jennifer. They shouldn't.
I understand that completely.
You agree, right?
I understand everything you're saying completely, and I think that we need new faces.
So you agree that they should be out. Screw them.
I don't think people that are not going to do anything for the people of Brownsville should be in office. No, I don't.
Screw them.
I'm not naming names, but I don't think that people that are in office that can't do anything for our people of Brownsville.
Say the name. Say the name, Jennifer. Free yourself.
Erasmo. Erasmo. Oh my God, you appeared.
I told you I was crazy.
I'm not going to be ugly about any certain person, but anybody that's on the commission, whether there's 7 of them, anybody that's on there that's not doing shit for our people need to get off. Bye. Your time's over.
Jonathan wants his business to flood on dirty streets, lack of lights, police security. You have to fight for these things at the ballot box. 100% Orlando. That was Michael. But yeah, I understand exactly what you're saying. Michael wants to open a record shop, and I'm hoping that I can help him out as much as I can. They protect each other. How sad. That's exactly what happens. They protect each other because their protection is themselves.
That's creepy.
Machine. Captain Bob looks. The reason is they all cover each other with the same blanket. That's why it's so corrupt. 100%. Jessica painted over graffiti and set up an LGBT task force. Yeah, like something that was majorly needed in the city of Brownsville. See, this.
What's an LGBT task force? A task force?
I'm surprised that you know very little about all the stuff that's going on Brownsville.
No. I love my gay boys. Don't worry about that. But I mean, I know what LGBT is. What's a task force for them?
But you don't know what the LGBT task force is?
No, tell me.
Jennifer, I'm going to have to do like a tutorial on the city of Brownsville with you.
Well, I'm learning, and I'm learning at a pretty fast rate.
No, let me ask you a question, Jennifer, and I'm not trying to be mean. But do you really think, with your limited knowledge of what's going on in the city of Brownsville, that you're prepared to be the mayor of the city of Brownsville?
I am, because I'm gonna take that limited knowledge, and I'm gonna know a lot more. I'm researching little by little, and hey, just because I don't know what one little thing is doesn't mean I'm not gonna learn. And I will learn. I'm gonna learn it as fast as I can, and I'm very good at it. So don't ever put me down. I'll learn fast.
I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just asking a halfway decent question. The LGBT task force was one of Jessica Tetro's brainchild, because they felt that they needed that LGBT task force, LGBT community, could come get together, have donuts and stuff, and talk about the issues that are concerning to the LGBT folks in the city of Brownsville. And look, that's fine, but when are we going to have an elderly task force, a special needs task force, African American task force?
Well, that's why I'm so confused on that. Why is it just one group of people that gets targeted? Why can't it be for everyone? Why can't everybody have police helping us? I've been harassed by several people. I've gone down to the police department, filed several things for harassment, and guess what? Nobody did shit. Nobody cares if somebody's harassing me. Nobody cares if somebody's
veterans task force. Right? And that's the issue, Vicente. They try to do these things that make them look woke. Like, we're bound in these tonight.
Yeah.
What about the homeless task force? What about the people that get naked and walk on the expressway task force? When are we going to cover all these cases? And that's the issue with the LGBT task force. So,
he's saying panhandlers over here.
It makes the city look bad.
Well, I'm glad Captain Bob mentioned that. Jennifer, you know that we have a panhandler ordinance, right?
Yeah.
You know what it states, right?
No, they're not supposed to be panhandling anywhere in Texas. I'm pretty sure.
It's
I
a
know
city. It's a city. It's a
know a
city
couple
order.
of people. I know a couple of people that have said to me, hey, I've jumped trains, I've done this, I've done that, and I sit there on the corner and I make like $300 a day, and I'm like, okay, why are you bragging about that to me? That's panhandling. Like that's not legal.
It's a city ordinance. It's a city ordinance. It's one of those ordinances that
Most of the cities in Texas have that ordinance, by the way. Well, look it up.
okay. It's a city ordinance because we're actually running for mayor of the city of Brownsville. It's a city ordinance, and it is one of the least enforced ordinances in the city of Brownsville. And
That's
unfortunately for our community, it's one of the most dangerous because we are getting into a position where a lot of these individuals place themselves, not only themselves in danger, but other members of the community in danger because of them walking through the vehicles. It's a mess. Besides that, it leads into a lot of the other avenues that these individuals tend to drive through, which include, they're crackheads. Most of them are crackheads. They're out there smoking that damn crack. And then
some of them seem high, some of them seem normal. I don't know. I mean, I don't really
They're-
judge people like that, but
crackheads. Trust me, I know. Crackheads.
they're
They're
kind of rough. No? I
they're
swear to God, you're making me laugh too early in the morning. I just came for hot soup and I got Erasmo instead. I got him on fire.
They're crackheads. And we've got to stop that avenue because then it just leads to more crime. I mean, we're going to get into a position, and I don't know if you've seen my page, but we've been reporting on all these trucks that are getting stolen throughout the city of Brownsville. It's an issue.
I don't think it's the crackheads stealing the trucks. I think they're sending them to Mexico and getting the insurance money off of it. I'm not retarded. Like
The
I
damn
think
crackheads don't even know how to drive.
I don't think the crackheads are behind this scheme. I think they're getting insurance money, getting their own cars stolen, bringing them to Mexico, and making insurance pay. I know crooked people scam. Like I know what they do. Unfortunately, I have that. Unfortunately, I have that vibe where people tell me the bad things they've done, like I'm a saint, and that they should have confessed to me everything. And I'm like, the time with people, I'm like, I didn't need to hear that you did that.
Well, okay, no, but yeah. So what happens? No, Jennifer. But what happens is that a lot of these things they start opening up an avenue because we're having a lot of vehicles stolen, and actually law enforcement busted a ring of individuals that were going out there and stealing these vehicles.
Were they crackheads?
They weren't crackheads, not yet. But what I'm getting at, unfortunately, and I thought it was great that Jennifer went that different route. But what I'm getting at is that the next step for these individuals is we're going to start experiencing carjackings here, and that's concerning because it's like a progression. It continues to increase because
I think people are behind that. I think individuals are behind that as well with their insurance companies.
Okay. But what happens is, yeah, no. But what happens is,
you think so?
well, there could be some folks out there, but most of the people here in Brownsville are, honest, God-fearing individuals.
Are you on crack, Erasmo?
Not today.
You know what? Most people are. There's a lot of people that aren't good people, Erasmo.
In Brownsville?
Everywhere.
These are the people you're trying to. These are the people you're wanting to. You trying to get to vote for you.
No, what? Hey! A lot of people will tell you when they're not good. Hey, we all know we make mistakes.
I want you to vote for me, but y'all are crooks that steal from your insurance company.
Hey, I'm not the one that called everybody crackheads. You are.
I didn't call everybody crackhead. I called the panhandlers crackheads, and those people don't vote.
Don't you want those panhandlers to vote for you?
They don't vote. So
the crackheads don't vote. Says you know what? I'm gonna take a picture of a crackhead walking into a ballot place just for you, Erasmo, and I'm saying,
trust me,
Erasmo, crackhead.
I'll make it into a poster and put it up in my office.
I'm gonna put it on a coffee mug for you.
Yeah.
The crackheads voted for Erasmo.
Yeah, I'll use it. The city tutor, $100 an hour. I'll use it on my show. Veterans task force, 100%. What about a Gucci task force? 100 fine for a fake. Oh my God, no! Don't do that. I have 2 Gucci fakes, and
you have Gucci fakes?
Yeah. I got 2 Gucci. 2.
Are they like the man bags or what?
No, I got 2 Gucci. I'd show them to you, but I don't want to lose. And I've got some Gucci Louis Vuitton wallets that I got in New York City. They're fake. And my Rolex. My Rolex.
Are your boobs fake, Erasmo?
My Rolex. My boobs are very much my own. My Rolex is New York City, Chinatown. I'm not embarrassed to say it. Erasmo Castro Task Force. Oh my God. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, we need a task force on Erasmo. He goes after crackheads.
I've done it for 12 years.
Now we're going against the crackheads of Brownsville City that are in office.
Get rid of the crackheads. Good morning. Good morning. I know crackheads. And to be honest, they have more integrity and ethics than our local municipal leaders. Hell yeah. 100%.
That's on point right there. Is exactly what I just said.
I agree with El Tucker. Regardless, there are innocent people in Brownsville, and they do take advantage of 100%. And that's what I was trying to get at. That's what I was trying to get at. I understand that there are some individuals that can't make their payments, can't pay for their vehicles, and they might decide to do an insurance thing. I don't think that that's the case for most people in Brownsville. Unlike Jennifer, who thinks that everyone's a scam artist.
No, I've just talked to a few scam artists that tell me the truth about themselves, and I'm just like, how did you tell me that? Like, okay.
But guys, there's a lot of things to think, but the root of the matter is we've got to get rid of John Cowan and Jessica Tetreault. Right, Jennifer? They got to go.
We got to get rid of all of them that are corrupt. The good ones can stay. The bad ones need to go, and they know who they are.
Name one good one.
I'm not naming anybody.
Name them. Because they don't exist. Every single one of them, every single individual that has been placed in a leadership position, unfortunately, by this community, has failed our community. And let me say, and again, before I get text messages and calls, I do appreciate that Commissioner de las Chanclas has been vocal about removing Sandra Saenz from PUB board. I appreciate that Commissioner de las Chanclas has been, the only individual that has placed things on the agenda that are in tune with what the wants and desires are of the people of Brownsville. So I'll say that before I get some text messages going like, you can't say that I'm like them. Oh, I appreciate it. Again. And okay, but a few people don't define the whole city of Brownsville, Miss Jennifer.
No, they don't. And I appreciate that you're on here trying to educate people on this, and that they should realize that they need to vote, and that they need to vote for somebody that's not corrupt. Because that is very important. And our town needs to be educated on politics and why you don't vote for that person that sends you 1 million push cards. It's that person that calls you 1 million times. It's not that person. It's some random crackhead that they have calling you. They're paying $20 an hour to call you. I mean, I don't get that. It doesn't make sense, and that money can be utilized better somewhere else.
So they should vote for Erasmo Castro. I agree with you. Nepotism task force.
Vote for Erasmo, or vote for me, or vote for somebody that's not corrupt.
No,
I don't give a less who you vote for, as long as the person's not going to be using the money and shoving it in their wallet.
I'm going to cut the clip where you said vote for Erasmo. That's what a clip I'm going to cut. And
don't vote for Erasmo. Vote for me. And then you're going to cut that to vote for Erasmo.
I'm going to cut that little clip, and I'm going to share it.
You're you're gonna put it on a spin to where it says, vote for Erasmo.
That's what Erasmo. Vote for it. I'm gonna have someone make me that clip, and I'm going to just like boost it
Don't
all
vote
over.
for Erasmo. Vote for me.
Too late. I'm going to. I'm going to mute that section when you said that.
And I'm just gonna be like this.
I will vote for Erasmo Castro because he is from the people and for the people. Preach. Thanks for being on, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Guys,
Now
have a.
I'm gonna eat my hot soup and go back to bed. You know what? Actually, I think I'm at foul today.
The question you posed to the sitting commissioners, Jennifer, is what do you expect to accomplish as mayor that benefits Brownsville that you couldn't or didn't do as a commissioner? It's a great question.
I've never been a commission. Wait, what?
The question to pose to sitting
Oh,
commissioners
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
Jessica and
I'm
John.
starting to lose my eyesight. Sorry, I'm getting old. Yeah.
What
Yeah, exactly. That is a question that we've all posed. What have you already done? And if you haven't done something, then what are you doing trying to run for a different position? You're rotating chairs is what you're doing. We all see what you're doing. It's very obvious.
So you agree that John and
Why do you
Jessica
think why do you think a normal person like me has nothing to do with politics is running for mayor?
You're not
I'm
normal.
tired of this shit. I am tired of this shit just like the people are.
Yeah,
I'm a part of the people.
You're not normal. That's okay. But I'm gonna clip that one too when you threw the finger at me.
No, my face itches.
But no, Carlos Castro is on point. What
He is
have
very
you done?
point.
What have you done as a city commissioner that or didn't do or couldn't do that you think now as a mayor that you're going to be able to do? John and
There's
Jessica
nothing.
have done nothing to benefit the city of Brownsville. They've done to benefit themselves.
There's nothing at this point that you can say, and being questioned, nobody can answer that exact question, Carlos. Nobody's answering any of the questions. What are you going to do now? I mean, like we were talking about the other day, like if you think at the end they're going to give the money back, to the people, that's very little money, and they haven't been giving money back. My bill got higher. I have a statement of all my bills. So, I mean, you can look at bills and say, hey, they didn't give us a break. They didn't give us a refund on any of these months of any of these years. And you can look back through, I mean, if you look at your stuff, did you flip me off? I'm cutting that clip.
I'm eating vitamins.
I need some vitamins.
The vitamins are great. That's the problem. The statement, like the good ones can stay and the bad must go, actually allows the bad ones to stay. The bad ones should be identified 100%. John Cowan and Jessica Tetreault are the bad ones. And Rose Gowan, too. She's a piece of crap. You know Rose Gowan, right?
Mm-mm.
Jennifer, why the hell are you ready for mayor? Rose Gowan is a city commissioner. She's a piece of crap.
I know that, but I don't know her. You said, do you know her? I said, no, I don't know her. I don't know her personally.
She's a piece of crap. Is she
If I knew somebody, I would say, yes, I know her. I don't know her. I mean, I didn't know you till the other day when I met you.
Everyone in Brownsville knows Erasmo Castro.
Well, I had never met you, so no, I didn't know you. I gotta get to know the real you, not your TV personality you.
Maybe what you see is what you get.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Yes.
If you losing your eyesight, then you might not see everything that goes around you. What hopes can you bring to the people, Mrs. Jennifer?
Well, Louis, you're already voting for Erasmo, so bye. No, but I could probably use some reading glasses. That's for sure, dude. Like I'm just like I can't see anything up close anymore. So yeah, I think I'm at the age where I need some reading glasses, Louis.
The more candidates, the more hellraisers, the more waking hope for. I agree, and that's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons, Rolando, that I made mention. And I said this to Jennifer, and I said this to Jay. I'm glad that they're in this race, and I'm not a hypocrite. It's not that I don't mean it. I truly mean it. I'm glad that they're in this race. I'm glad that we're going to have a variety of individuals on there sharing, their ideas.
I am as well.
Yeah, I'm very proud, and I said this to Jennifer when we met, and I've said it before I met Jennifer, and I'm continuing saying it now. I'm glad that they're in this race. 100%. Very, very glad. I'm still going to kick their ass, but I'm glad
No,
they're.
you're not. How many times have you run?
This is my second time running for mayor. And the first time I ran for mayor, I actually came in third place. So I am going to kick everybody's ass, but it doesn't mean that I don't like them. I like Jennifer and I like Jay. I
So I'm gonna kick their ass.
I'm going to kick their ass.
You're not kicking my ass. I'm a girl. I'm kicking your ass.
I might enjoy that. Wow, for a statement like that, you will definitely lose votes, Mrs. Jennifer.
Oh, I'm gonna lose votes for just looking the way I look, acting the way I act. You lose votes on any little tiny thing. I'm myself, and I'm not gonna change that to get a vote. I'm sorry.
So again, guys, I agree with Jennifer Stanton. Vote for Erasmo Castro. Guys, have a great day. Thanks, Jennifer, for being on. Guys, have a great day. Social distance, face covering, hand sanitizer, still believe in all that crap. Guys, have a beautiful day. Stay warm. Please protect your pets. Make sure that they are warm and cozy.
Your pets and your plants, bring them all in.
Oh yeah, plants. I forget about those.
Plants are very important.
Yeah, Jennifer talks to her plants, and they talk back. Guys, have a great day. See you tonight at 9 p.m. Guys, be good to each other. Continue to be good to me. God bless. Bye, Jennifer.